Welcome to the Cthonia final.
The conundrum is going to be solved.
We have got 5,000 points painted. I'd like to give a special congratulations to Reece. Reece has been under a lot of stress getting this painted over the last couple of weeks.
It's been emotional.
You've had a few hours sleep, haven't you?
Yeah, 3 hours sleep last night. So.
We're still gluing stuff back on bases this morning. So, yeah, well done, mate, for getting it done.
That's all right.
So, for those who's been following, Reece has been storming it with his Imperial Fists. So we're on the final, and to represent other forces that were there was a Shattered Legion detachment, wasn't there, of Raven God and Iron Hands.
So just probably worth putting a quick disclaimer in now on it, that we are aware that they're not allowed to be an allied detachment, but at the same time you can't have a Cthonia mission that's all just the Shattered Legion, because it's got to be Fists and Sons of Horus, hasn't it?
So I just said, ignore that rule, we're doing it for fluff, they were there, so let's get it on.
Yeah, outside of the fact it's an allied detachment, it is a legal list.
Yeah, so if he wins, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But no, so you won the roll-off, so
Yep.
you've got the strategic advantage.
Yep.
You're going to use the stratagem where you can push it to an extra turn if required. And that's all you're using, right?
Yeah.
So the mission, we've done a custom one, because the Apex one was a bit mental. Yeah. And Neil's already played that one on the channel as well, so we thought we'd do something a little bit different. So we've got the Stormbird today. It's not in-game use, but it probably means it's going to get more time on video, right? Because it is our main.
Shot off turn one. Yeah.
It's our main objective. So I apologise for using my phone here because I can't remember it all off my head. But we got the Stormboard bang in the middle.
Yeah.
Basically, the Dark Angels have given the warning that they're going to blow the planet up. Word is out. The traitor forces have intercepted. They know what's going down as well. And the Stormbird has come down to pick up Garius and get him out of there.
And anyone else that can get to it.
And get them out. But before he goes, he wants to kill a showdown because they really hate each other through this campaign. So we've got both of those characters today, so it's going to be quite nice to see who wins. And to represent that for them killing each other, Warlord is not usual as it would be.
Yeah, you've custom that, haven't you? To make sure the duel happens.
You can only score Warlord if they're in a duel, just those two, and you score 5 victory points. So it's going to push us to get those victory points, right?
It's going to be emotion.
Yeah.
When the dice start.
And then at the end of the game, so it goes on for 5 turns, on a 4-up, a 6th if played, and then if you choose to go for that 7th with your stratagem, basically the bombs start going off and everyone has to take a dangerous terrain test at the beginning of turn 7. Yep. Which makes sense with bombs going off on the planet.
Seismic activities.
And you get 4 victory points for each access point controlled on the Stormbird. So the Stormbird, the access points are going to be acting as objectives, so you'll get Heart of the Legion and stuff, anything like that. Within 3 inches of those. We're measuring from the ramp because there's no set point, so we've agreed to measure from the ramp. And we've also got one more secondary of attrition because it makes sense to try and kill each other. And that's worth D3. And then we got price of failure. I'm only the person taking a Lord of War choice, so you'll get a point for killing the Typhon if you do. We've both said probably all the tanks are going to die. Yeah. Hopefully, I've taken some photos, so you should have just seen a few snaps off the armies. There's a lot of infantry. There's some big tanks as well. It's epic. It was hard to fit everything in the board for the display. And it's been a good campaign so far, isn't it? And we want to go out with a bang. Hence why we've gone for this big 5,000 points.
See the campaign off.
Yeah.
With a nice big dust up.
Now, before we get into it, we've just got a couple of admin-y bits. So obviously, you're already members if you're watching this. Thank you so much, guys. Really means a lot. Really helps us get what we want to improve on the channel. Talking of improvements, today's table is supplied by Game Mat EU. Yep. They've sent us some terrain and a mat. You'll see that in a minute. And then we've added, you'll see some little barrels scattered around. That's March of War. He's printed those for us, and Neil has kindly painted them.
They're lovely as well, to be honest.
Yeah, they're nice little prints or resin cast or whatever.
And
we got a few other bits, but Neil's the only one that's managed to paint stuff. We're all being slack. Well, not you. You've got an excuse. I'll let you off. And I believe that is it, unless you've got anything to add before we go on to armies.
No, that's it, isn't it? We've covered all the sort of custom bits, haven't we?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's it.
Take a quick look at the armies and then we'll see you at the table.
This is my 5,000 points of Imperial Fists and Shattered Legions for our final Cthonia mission. Starting off with Garius himself. He has a command squad with him. The command squad is the 3-up Invan shields and Solarite gauntlets, and obviously banner on the banner guy, he's got no shield. Then they're in a Land Raider Proteus for a dedicated transport, because Garius doesn't have deep strike. So there's no fisty shenanigans going on there. Moving on to elites, I have 10 Lightning Claw Cataphracti, or Volkite Hands as Sean has come to call them. They're pretty much just your standard Legion Terminators, just with Lightning Claws. Vexilla in there, obviously. Then I have the Contemptor Dreadnought returns again. He's the same loadout he always is, with the Gravis Autocannon and Plasma Blaster in his fist. Moving on to troops, I've got 3 tactical squads, gone back to fully loaded for this. So you've got a Vexilla in there, and the sergeants are fully tooled up with a plasma pistol, a Solarite gauntlet, a melter bomb, and Tiffy armor. And then fast attack, I've got the Seekers make another return, just with a Vexilla. Other than that, they're pretty standard. Might even be normal armor on the sergeant, I think. A heavy support squad, assault cannons, augury scanner, and Vexilla. That's about it, I think. And then moving on to the moving on to the Vindicators. They are just 3 standard Vindicators in 1 squadron with dozer blades. Kratos, gone for the what I call the Imperial Fists loadout, because we're probably the only people that use the battle cannon. And then all Laz outside of that. And then if you want, we'll move on to the Allied detachment, which starts off with a Forge Father as per the rules. He has got the Iron Hands upgrade of, I can't think what it's called now, Forge Father. Then there are 4 veteran squads, all taking up my troop slots. They are all identical. There's a power fist on the sergeants. They all have chain swords and bolters, except 2 in each squad that have a power axe instead of a chainsword. And then at the back, 2 meta dreads, just all melter.
Here is my 5,000 points of Sons of Horus, running no right of war, and leading the force is a Showdown. Now he's got the Warlord trait of Blood and Honor, so any wounds allocated to him that aren't precision shot or precision strikes, he gets to re-roll his invul. And while a unit has a majority of non-character models, which will happen with his command squad, he will gain stubborn. So it'll be leadership 10 stubborn. Very nice. And like I say, it has got a command squad. It's got a mixture of Chthonian axes, Chthonian tabars, a couple of power axes, and there's some box standard blokes as well. Following on from that, we do have a Cataphracti chaplain. He has got a Volkite combi charger and a Thunderhammer. Then we've got an ESO terrorist who's got a 4 staff and nothing else. That's just pretty much stock. Following on from him onto the elites, we have 8 brutes, and I hear 8 is the perfect number for the red ones. Then we got a Contemptor with a Gravis Las Cannon, a Fist, and just a Bolter in there. And the final elites is a 5-man Catchfati squad, 5 Thunderhammers, a bit cheesy, I know, but they have got a dedicated transport of a Land Raider with extra las cannons. Onto the troops, we've got 2 identical Despoiler squads. It's a Power Fist on a Sergeant, 3 Power Axes, and then a Vexilla in there. And then we've got 2 tactical squads, a 15-man squad. The Despoilers is a 15-man squad as well, should have mentioned that. We got a Power Sword on 1 Sergeant, Lightning Claw on the other, and then a Vexilla in each as well. We then got a Plasma Support Squad. Hopefully it does something. Just an Augury Scanner upgrade in there. And then the Volkite Caliber Squad is back. Just an Augury Scanner upgrade in there as well. Fast attack, we're zooming all the way back over here. We've got 2 Sabres with the Volkite loadout. They haven't been upgraded to have those missiles though, so just ignore those. And then we've got 6 Sky Hunters, all with multi-melter. There's also a Vexilla in there, which is represented by a bit of electronic equipment on one of them, which I'll point out to Reece. And then heavy support, autocannons with an Augury Scanner, 10 strong, las cannons with an Augury Scanner, 10 strong, and then the all singing and dancing Melter and Las Kratos with a flare shield. And then the Lord of War choice today is a Typhon with las cannon sponsons. That's my 5,000 points. Here we are deployed. Now, because Reece won the seize the moment role in the last game, he has picked size, deployed first, and is going first unless I seize.
Correct.
We've gone for Dawn of War deployment. Makes it easier for putting 5,000 points on the table. You see, it's quite a lot. There are stuff coming in from reserves for Deep Strike, and I've got a bit of summoning to do as well. For the Seas, I'm actually going to not choose. I'm not going to choose the Seas because I think the last turn might give me a chance to maybe rush in and deny or maybe even score myself. We'll see when we get there.
Bosh bosh.
So we're going to go on to Imperial Fists, turn 1.
End of Imperial Fist turn 1 movement phase. The Seekers have marched forward.
And I reacted with the bikes, just bringing 4 inches further forward.
It's basically been, most of the infantry's just gone forward. So these guys have started to come round. The Kratos has gone up 6 inches.
5.
5, yeah, I'll shuffle that back. The Dreadnoughts obviously mooched up. These guys have come forward. The assault cannons are moving forward. I've bunched the guys up on the ramps just to try and help them live a little bit longer. These guys have just shuffled to the right. Going to sort of try and keep something alive to the end of the game.
They're going to be a reactive force, I take it.
Yeah. Then these guys have shuffled up along with the Dreadnought support. I've gone the full movement with the Land Raider, just to get him out there.
Yeah, so forced that issue earlier.
Yep. And then these guys have shuffled round with the old Iron Father, shuffling behind the... he's going to start putting patches on the holes.
put some rivets in,
Yeah.
tighten some bolts.
And obviously these guys have just moved their little 6 ready to fire.
Awesome. Let's start the shooting.
So first up on the shooting, I'm going to fire the Seekers into their Mark for Death unit, which is the bikes.
I'm going to hold off on my reactions. A little bit early to use it now, even though I was tempted. But roll up then, Reece. So you're hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, because there's no night fight then.
8 hits.
So 8 hits.
And then your strength 5, 4 at breaching. So you're going to be freeze to wound, and you're going to be re-rolling those 1s because Mark for Death, which there are 2.
So that is 1 wound and 5 breaches.
So it's 1 2.5 dead because I can't do anything about the breaches, and so it's 3 dead, half the squad gone, and they'll be down to a morale test.
Right, so I am, because I am me, going to fire 1 assault cannon that's in range at these 10 las cannons.
And I'm going to return fire.
So
you've got 4 shots. Yeah, we've got down.
Yeah, we've worked out and realised that you can only see 5.
Yeah.
So I can't lose any more than half the squad. But that is enough.
Let's see how this goes. So you've got 2s to hit.
Yep, 2s to hit.
All hit. And now it's going to be 2s to wound these boys.
With 6s being a rend.
Yes.
1 6
So there's
and 2 wounds.
2 normal, which would be 3 ups. So 1's dead. And then we said all these rocky terrains were 5 ups, didn't we?
Yep.
Oh, and he saved it.
smashed
So 1 is dead. And then I need 10 shots back, killing a maximum of 5 of these. And I've got my 10 dice, so I'm going to be hitting on 3s. See, I've got the bad roll out quickly because we've only got 3 hits.
Jesus. I'll take that though, that's well worth the gamble.
It is 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Now, because you've got crates and the thing, these are 6 ups,
6 up
cover
yeah.
saves. So 2. So it's 1 for 2, so it didn't work out too badly for you.
No, I'll take it. Now that I'm reaction safe, I'm going to fire the Contemptor into the las cannons. I am going to do the Gravis water cannon first. So hitting on. Actually, no, I'm going to do the plasma blaster
Because
first.
it's only in range of 1, so it can kill maximum of 1.
So,
So 2 shots,
Yep.
hitting on 2s.
no 3s. It's not an auto. Oh, sorry, Contemptor.
Yeah, it's Contemptor. All gets hot. Does it hurt itself? Nope. And then 3 to wound, 2 to wound, 4 up is good. And it'll be a 5 up cover. No, so 1 is dead, and then 3 auto cannons.
Which are hitting on 2s.
Twin linked.
Linked.
All nice.
Just.
And then it'd be 2s again.
2s, and I'm looking for 6s. So 1 normal wound and 1
1 normal.
Hey.
1 5 up. Wait, so 2 die.
I'm going to fire the Kratos into this Land Raider. However,
Terminator's up.
yeah, the 2 sponson, well, the sponson and corner that can't see will go into the
Closest infantry, which is going to be the last cannons. So is this the autocannon first?
Yeah, so autocannon first, see if I can twin link the...
Yep, so hit on 2s. Hits. And we just want some 6s here.
Hey.
So that's 6 plus 7, which is 13.
Yeah.
So 3 up to pen
Oh.
in the tray. Let's
No,
glance. But the most important thing is that it's
Yeah,
twin
twin
linked.
linked on the thing.
So this
So-
is 1 shot hitting on
Yeah,
a 2.
this flash burn, so it's strength 10 AP1, hitting on a 2, hits anyway.
Hits. And then it's armor bane, so 2d6 add together. That's a pen. AP
1.
AP1, so 5 up. Of course he gets the big 6. How far will that go?
And that will explode. 2.
2 inches, not.
Maybe 1 Volkite there.
Yeah. So 1 Volkite. Wounds. Saves, but they will have to take a pinning test, which they pass just on an 8.
Bosh.
And if you want to roll 6 dice for the guys inside, they'll take their pinning test now as well. They're fine.
And then the 6 dice for wounds.
Yes, 2s.
Oh,
4.
4, yeah.
And these will be straight instant deaths. If I fail, note, they're all good. And while we're still here, quickly shoot the las cannons into the las cannons. Oh, 1 misses. 1 doesn't win. Hooray! No sunder against infantry.
This Contemptor's going to go into this Land Raider, because Sean informs me he's only just painted these, so they all need to go.
What?
Hitting on 2s.
And then
6
6 is the glance. That's boy. No.
Nothing.
Are you rinsing, repeating, or changing
I will fire this, the second Dreadnought,
into the
into
autos?
your Contemptor.
Or into mine. Cool. And I can't react because I've already used those.
They both hit.
And 3s to wound, right? Toughness
Yep.
7. 1 wound, not within 12 inches, so no reroll, and he saved it.
Nice. With the Land Raider, I'm going to fire this sponson at full BS and a snap firing twin linked into this Land Raider, so I'll do the full BS first.
Yeah. Just to point out, I know there's a crate in the way, but we know that the line of sight is from the centre line to that side, so it can actually see.
Yeah, so the 2 on full BS.
1 hit, that's not twin linked.
Nope.
So it's a 5, it's a pen. That's not 25% obscured by those barrels, so it's straight through. That's a nothing, basically.
Just a whole point?
The whole point, because it's got reinforced snap firing, twin linked. Twin linked. No. And then the 2 Gravis at the contemptor on 6s. The opposite.
Quite the opposite.
Whole point down.
Bosh. Right, so I'm going to fire the 3 Vindicators into the Kratos. So the guy at the back, his template can only go right at the front, so we'll do him first because he's only just in range.
Yep.
So
that's big scatter. So -4, so it's 4 inches. So it's probably going to be a miss.
Yeah,
I think it might be. Yeah, miss. And then the other 2 are going to go centre.
Yep.
More chance of a hit. First one. That's 1 hit. And second one exactly the same place. That's 2 hits. So we are flare shielded on this. So
strength down to strength 10.
Down to strength 10. You are ordnance, so it's 2d6. Pick the highest, but you're looking for a 4 to glance essentially. 6 is a pen, and the second one. So it's 2 pens. What do those do? It's immobilised, and it's got reinforced, so it won't be snap firing. So just immobilised. So it's a good result, really. So Reece has finished shooting, and we've got a couple of morales. So he did snipe out the Vexilla with these, so if these boys run, there's a high chance we could get on leadership 8. Oh, they're cool. Now we really want the las cannons to stay for some punch, and they do. That is good for me. There's going to be no assaults, so we're going to go straight on to turn 1 a wrap up. Reece, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of. I pushed the leaderships and decided that I might just play the lucky game.
Yeah, it's always a good way. I think the Land Raider and making the Counterfact Terminator's walk is good.
Yeah, that's ideal. I think everything sort of went as well as expected. I've only got so much firepower in this.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of combat in your army today.
Yeah.
All of those vets. It's going to be quite interesting.
I think I'm pretty happy with it overall. Did a few hull points here and there.
Yeah, immobilising that's good. It means it's not going to get around to the side of your tanks or anything.
Yep.
Its only real target now is its opposite number. So we're going to go on to Sons of Horus turn 1. It's an empty space where the bikes were. They've zipped over here to try and get a side penetration on the Kratos.
However,
the Imperial Fists have got some tricks.
I'm going to initiate my
advanced reaction.
And
so the Seekers are going to charge. They are going to
initiative plus D6, so a massive 5.
Yeah.
Which gets them in, but we don't know about the guy at the back.
We've just had a quick little chat about that reaction as these boys infiltrated. We've checked the word in, and it says a unit that deploys using these rules cannot charge in their first turn. And as it's no longer your first turn, Reece,
Yep.
we think they're all right to just go on in.
Yeah.
So we're going to go do that.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Okay, so the Kratos stayed still, obviously, mobilised. We've had a little shuffle around here. So this went forward. Immobile itself on the barrels didn't go that well, so it lost a whole point, and I thought they're going to have to get out. So they've got out right at the front in the hopes of blowing that Land Raider up and then charging what's inside. If not, they're just going to charge the Land Raider and punch it. The Typhon moves slightly with the tacticals and the spoilers moving around it, so it's got a line of sight down. It can reach this chap's head, so it should get a few chappies in its blast. And it also cleared the line of sight for these autocannons to shoot stuff. We've also got the plasmas have come round to support the not Land Raider, Contemptor has moved up as you've got to get them front and centre. Everyone else sort of started moving up towards objectives. The Volkites stayed still, although because Reece reacted here, their target that I was going to shoot can't do that, so the Contemptor's probably going to get it. These moved forward. I did try and bait the reaction out there, but Reece didn't fancy it. He needed a 6. He didn't fancy it. These guys have zoomed up in between here, lining up the auto cannons, and the las cannons are pretty much where they need to be. We'll go on to some shooting. So we're going to start off the shooting with the las cannons at the Kratos. These crates quite heavily obscure it, so it will be getting a 6-up cover save. We've got 7 guys there hitting on 3s. Oh, 4 hits. Now we're looking for 6s here because it's flare shielded up. That's 1, but Sunder for 2. And it'd be 2 6-up saves there.
2 6-up. Oh, that's a scattered dice.
Classic.
The old, you're not rolling dice if you're not rolling scatters.
Oh, so he saves 1, so he just loses a whole point. The Volkite calivers, due to lack of targets, are going to pepper the Contemptor there. We rolled that off camera for your viewing pleasure. It resulted in 8 wounds in the end. It wasn't too bad. So we've got 8 2-up saves, and he makes them all. So my immobilised Land Raider is going to shoot into Reece's healthy Land Raiders. Hopefully make it less healthy. So we're not snap shooting or anything, so we're good. This is the Gravis ones. We're getting 2 hits, and then the twin linked one hits as well. And it's 5s, followed by Sunder. Just 1 glance. So the Kratos is going into this Demolisher Cannon squadron. We've measured up, the Melter is within Melter range, so it will get the goodness off. So the autocannon needs to hit first, which it does with 1, and the strength 7, so it does nothing. But it has made this twin linked, which not needed. So it's 2d6 for each one. Armor 13, strength 8, so we're looking for 5s. First one is a pen, second one, pen, third, a glance, and a pen. So we've got 3 pens, I have to do 1 at a time. So 1's lost a whole point on the glance. Oh, in the box. That's exploded, AP1. Oh, but you have elected to shroud off camera. We've got to mention that.
I am shrouded. So before
I suppose you can do the glance first.
Yeah, I'll do the glance. So
no, that goes through, and then I suppose do 3 penetratings.
I'll do the 3 pens.
And if you delete all 3, then that gets rid of that roll. No, so that's the only roll that goes through then off that. So
1 explodes.
1 explodes, that took the glance. And then we've got 4 las cannons.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. And then 4s with Sunder. No, so 1 shroud. No. And now 1 6. No, so it's a weapon destroyed, which is going to be a demolished cannon.
Yep.
So the Typhon is up next, and it's going to shoot everything at this vet squad. It's gone on this chap's head. It basically gets 5 chaps plus the Contemptor if it hits. So let's see what we get. It's a hit. So I'll just roll the Contemptor first. So we want a 4-up. Hey, that's 4 brutal. 4 brutal 4 at AP2. So 5-ups. It loses half its life. Brutal, as the name suggests. And then we are looking at these vets for 5. So 1 doesn't wound, and we've got 2. 2 will just be flat dead. But you might want to tank some on your sergeant, I believe.
Yeah, go on then.
So it'd be 4.
So 4
2-ups
4
on
2-ups
the first one.
on the first guy. See if the sergeant makes it.
He does.
He
And the
does.
second one.
Go for the same again.
Oh, he dies. So sergeant and 2 other.
Yep.
And then I'll just quickly chuck my las cannons in. Hit in on 3s, killing on 2s, 1 more dead.
That's 3 in total, yeah?
4 in total.
Yeah.
Sabres are up next. As Reece uses reaction, they're free to shoot the assault cannons. Hopefully kill quite a few here. So we're looking at hitting on 3s, not average-ish, maybe below average. And then, most importantly, we're wounding on 2s, which all bar 1. So that is 10 wounds there, please, Reece.
There's 8.
8. Just reroll 2 if you want.
Very dead squad.
Very dead. And then I've got some. So we had 6 fails. So we've got 6 deflags for another 5, please, Reece. Oh dear. So that is 9 in total.
So that's all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, because you lost a man earlier.
They're all gone. Rest in peace.
The plasma squad, Reece has left them alone for a turn, as requested. It's going to shoot the Raven Guard Contemptor. We've had a look at the rules for Shattered Legion. Single models, they gain the minor and the floor. And it's going to have no effect in the shooting round.
Largely, the Raven Guard one pretty much is irrelevant on a Contemptor.
Yeah, because it's Shroud, which they can't take.
Yeah, and they're fearless, so they don't suffer the -1.
Yeah. So we are looking at hitting on 3s with 10 dice. If 1 gets hot, it doesn't die. There are some more misses. And then we're looking for 4 wounds, and they're obviously breaching, which we get 4 off, Reece.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ups.
Oh, another one down to 3 wounds. The auto cannons are going to try and crack open this Land Raider, as everything else has failed so far. So we've got 20 shots hitting on 3s. So we've got 13 hits on the Land Raider, and we're looking for 6s, which we've got 2, which takes it up to 13. So we've got 1 glance and 1 pen. The pen is just a snap shooting, but it's a leadership check for the guys inside to see if they're snap shooting. Don't know if they've got shooting attacks.
They don't, but I'll do it for the laugh.
They're snap firing.
Yeah.
All it's got left to try and hurt this Land Raider is the Contemptor. It's going to shoot 2 las cannons into the side, not that it matters. Hits twice, 5s with Sunder. Come on. Oh. So the ESO terrorist is the last thing to happen. He's 12 inches summoning right here. He's got to take a psychic power check, leadership 9, or we pass it so it stays there, and the brutes are summoned and they will get out of that portal. So the demons are out, fitted them in there an inch away from everything, and they are going to go straight into the assault phase, and they're going to try and multi-charge those dreadnoughts. Now Reece has 2 reactions in the assault phase.
And I've gone all or nothing, because these guys are on their last legs and the brutes will go first.
Yeah, so I have to roll before you choose to react because of the rules, which is a 9, which is +1 because they move 8, so it's 10. But you got Malta first.
Yeah, so
the green dice are the non-twin linked ones.
Yeah.
They all hit anyway.
And
then your 2s to wound. The brutes are toughness 6 at the moment because they're unbound. That's the first turn. So we got 4 demon saves of 5 up. 1 brute dies.
I'll take it. Go.
And the Catch Fatty are going to try a 9-inch charge against the Contemptor. Oh no, I saw the 6, I thought it might be on.
So the leadership from the shooting on this squad.
Oh, they are running 2d6.
1 Vexo, so 1d6.
Oh, is he still in there yet?
Yeah.
3 inches.
I'm going to do this combat first where I charged in the movement phase. So we are both at the same initiative.
Yep. You got 21 attacks because you charged, and you got Sergeant in there.
Yeah.
So you hit on 4s.
That's terrible.
Reece managed to get 8 hits there. Not the greatest.
Never mind.
Sons of Horus rules is going to force him onto 5s to wound as well. Oh, and he spiked it. So 7 wounds, 3 up saves. Oh, he drops a bike. Before the bite goes down, I do strike back with 7 attacks. So they've all got chainsaws. Oh, that's a good hit. 6 hits. And we're wounded on 4s with shred. Oh, just 3. See if you can save all these, Reece. All drops 1, so you win combat by 2 because you got Vexilla in there.
Yeah, 2, yeah.
So I need a 6 or less. Oh, a 7. We're going to have initiative off. 3, 4. The bikes are run down.
Club to death with bolters.
So the brutes are in. They're all initiative 5, so they'll be striking before the contemptors. Because of disordered, they're only getting 3 attacks each. Well, I say only. So we're doing 3 against him and 4 against the other chap. So the one with the iron hands is getting 3. 9 attacks hitting on 4s because we're all weapon skill 5. That's not too bad. And now strength 6, so we're going to be looking for 5s here, and 6s go to AP 2. So and they're all brutal 2 as well. So that's 4 2-ups and 2 5-ups, Reece, you need to make.
4 2-ups.
Always fine. Then 2 5-ups, so he can't die. He just loses a wound. And now let's see if we can do a little bit better on the other one. I've lost a dice somewhere. So he's going to be getting 12 attacks, hitting on 4s for 6 hits, almost average, or bang on. And then 5s again. Oh, so it's just 6 2-ups he needs to make.
6 2-ups.
All just dropped, both dropped a wound.
Tempters are both going to strike back. We're just going to roll them all at the same time. So 3 attacks each, giving me 6 dice. Hitting on 4s, or wound, yeah, hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, so 3 hits. Then we're wounding on 2s.
4 brutal. So 3.
Brutal 3. So I've got to do it's 1 at a time, annoyingly. So 1 demon's on 1 wound. That demon's dead. And the second demon is on 1 wound. So I lost a demon and 1 down to 1 wound. So I lost 5, 2 against you, and 3 because the heatless slaughter I get +1 to the combat res.
Yeah.
So I only lose by 2.
Yeah.
They fail anyway, so they take D3 wounds for 2. So the 1 on 1 wound will die, and another loses a wound. So that's the end of turn 1, Sons of Horus. Not too bad. It could have gone slightly better. I was hoping to take down those dreadnoughts, but the lack of 6s. I think it's a bit spiky on the demons, isn't it? If you roll really well, then it can be a bit overpowering. But it's all dice rolls at the end of the day. I've mitigated these down a little bit until it gets like a 3-up fix it.
Yeah.
And then
the plaster.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing I couldn't crack that Land Raider. They are tough to crack sometimes if dice doesn't go your way. Making the vets run is freed up that flank, and there's a bit of a blockade there. Reece is not going to be able to get anything to support just yet, unless he brings his deep striking down around here. There's obviously a massive sea of grey here. Sea green. Failed charge there means they're open to be shot and charged. But the las cannons are still alive, and the bikes are sadly gone. That was my one little trick to try and kill the Kratos. Reece played very well there. So we're going to go on to Imperial Fists and Shattered Legion, turn 2. Imperial Fists, turn 2, reserves.
Yeah, reserve.
You need this one, don't you, Reece?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of nonplussed about it because I'm pretty
You
sure.
sort of might want to kill some stuff before it comes in, but you don't really get a choice. So the dice decides no. Or gives you the chance to get rid of some of those augury scanners. Quick rally check for these. They're all right.
So Imperial Fist turn 2 movement phase. After these guys have
Murderized their marked for death squad.
yeah, they've come round this way.
No reactions against them.
The Contemptor has moved up.
Which I did react. Pulling these back. Can't go 5 inches because they're heavy. So it was just 4.
Both, there's like a line there. Both these squads have they've only moved around their normal distance. These guys have run. As you saw, these guys rallied. They've just moved their initiative sort of in this direction.
Getting back in the game.
So yeah, ready for hopefully to maybe do something next turn. This is, I've just left this to play out.
See what happens.
I have disembarked Garius
Gonna
and
happen.
his command squad. So
I reacted to this to pull my Contemptor forward as well.
yeah,
Not that you can do anything. It's all in Reese's hands to just go straight in there.
and then I twisted the Land Raider a little bit after they'd got out.
Yeah.
And then the same with the
Demolisher cannon.
Demolisher cannon. I've just twisted in for a bit
Selected
of a line of
target.
sight. Yeah.
On to some shooting then. Kicking off the shooting then, Reece.
Yeah. So first squad in the shooting phase. The Seekers are we're gonna have a bit of mutual destruction over here. I think. Gonna shoot with the las cannons.
And they are going to return fire
So.
using the Death Dealer rule as well, so they'll be hitting on 2s.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'll be hitting on 2s.
Oh, you hit on 2s with Imperial Fists. Not that bitter. And wounded on 3s. These aren't marked for destiny rerolls here.
Yeah, and just 4s. So I
Oh,
will
that's
take.
a lot of 4s. In fact, they're all 4s.
Yeah, 1,
So
2,
6. So we're in the 5-up cover area. So we'll need 6 5-ups, which we make 3. So 3 are dead. And then there are, let me count those, there's 7. So 7 hitting back on 2s. 6. And then 2s are just kill because you were out in the open. Of course, I rolled 2 1s. So you lose 4, I lose 3. But that does put them on morale at the end of the phase.
But now that we have attempted to bait out the reaction,
And he's done it.
the Kratos is going to fire at these. I'm not going to use the AP shells this time though. Sorry, the flashbangs. I'm just going to use the normal.
The standard
APs.
heavy 2 ones.
Yeah.
AP2. So auto cannon first for twin linkage.
Yeah, so 2 hit on 2s every time.
And then
2
2.
moving.
Oh, look at that. He
He
saved.
loves it. Right.
And then 2 shots from the battle cannon hitting on 2s, twin linked.
Oh, I need
And
to
then
them now.
2s. Oh, 1 5-up again, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Smashing it.
and the 4 las cannons hitting on 3s. And then 2s. That's where my luck runs out.
You stood on a building so I get Sunday, yeah?
No.
It doesn't.
Oh, I
Oh my god, you smashed that!
but it's still on the leadership.
That's absolutely ludicrous behaviour. I'm going to fire the Contemptor into these Volkite
Sabres.
Sons of
Sons of something.
Sons of
Right.
anyway.
I'll bleep that.
So,
3 shots of the auto cannon, yeah?
yep, hitting on 2s.
And then front is 12, so you'll need 5s. So that's 1 glance, 1 pen. I suppose I'll get a 6-up
Yeah,
for this,
yeah.
yep. So the glance, pen. Ooh! So one's taking a hull point. And then the plasma blaster, right?
Yep.
All gets hot again.
Every time.
Doesn't hurt himself, but does he score a hull point? It's another pen. 6-up. No. So what's that do? 5, weapon destroyed. One of them's lost a Volkite. This one. And he's down to 1 hull point.
So these two Shattered Legion squads are going to fire into the
Catch Fatty.
Cataphracti. So a quick brief down on the rules. I'm running Iron Hands and Raven Guard. The major for the Iron Hands, which is what is in effect at the moment, means that any shooting within 12 inches is +1 to wound.
So there's 4 guys at the front
I've
that
got to
are,
roll the
so we're
4.
rolling
Yeah,
these
4
8 separately.
separate. 3s.
Or any 3 misses, and then it'll, because of that +1, right? You're going to be wounded on 3s as well.
Yeah. Correct. There we
Hull
go.
5. See if it drags down a Terminator. No. But you've got 11 more shots coming in.
Hit on 3s. This is weird.
Oh, 3 as well. And these ones are going to be on 4s.
Correct.
Who's saying 5? Hey, look at that. So we're going for 2 ups. Oh, yeah.
Loves it.
Love a bit of Terminator armor.
The Land Raider is going to fire all of its las into these autocannons to minimise.
I'm going to take it.
He's going to take it. Green dice is
the twin linked one, right?
Twin linked one in the middle.
Oh, just one miss. 2s to wounds. Be 5 up covering those rocks. All for 3. My dice has let you down there.
Yeah.
It was all a ploy.
Betrayed.
Oh, 2 do go down.
Laters, mate. This hidden tactical squad, 4 of these guys can draw a line of sight to the autocannons. I am going to Fury because they haven't moved, and why not? It's another few shots. And
Yeah. So hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh. That
Do you want me to roll that one?
in the box. Hey, look at that, 7 hits. And then wounding on 4s. He's just looking to kill 1 to force him on the leadership, right?
Correct. Hey.
For 4. And 3 ups. Oh,
Yeah.
1 does go down, so there's a leadership test required.
So we're going to do some patchwork shenanigans, or I'm going to try to anyway, in lieu of a shooting. My
It's on a 2 up to fix the
Iron
demolish
Father,
cannon.
yeah,
We read the rules. It says it can't be used until it's following the shooting phase.
yeah, it just states that if weapon repaired, it can be used in the following shooting phase. So we're assuming that means it can't be used this time.
Yeah.
So it's a 2 up.
So it's fine.
He's got his gun back.
Does he get the whole point back as well?
No, it's a separate thing.
Okay. So he's got his gun back.
Yeah. So with the Demolisher squad, the 1 cannon that can fire this turn is going to hit this tactical squad over here because the crate sort of limited my line of sight, and I figured this is going to be easier than trying to do something to the Kratos.
Hitting the guys in that bunker.
Yeah, going to put it over this guy's head for 5.
Yep. Big hit.
Hey!
5, and then we're looking for 2s to wound, right?
Yeah.
And it's brutal 3, so each save is going to be made 3 times on the cover, so I'm going to presume it might be 5 dead.
2s to wound. No,
Or
4.
maybe only 4 dead. So first one, 3 5 ups. Dead. Definitely dead. Dead. And 1 more. Yep, 4 dead. End of the shooting phase, I've got morale, and morale to make. All going to be 8 or less. So las cannons, fine. Auto cannons, fine. And the tactical squad are fine as well. On to charging. It's coming down.
I am going to charge.
The Contemptor.
No.
So you're charging.
I'm charging old Ash Bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
So you'll roll in.
I don't know why I'm rolling for the sake of rolling.
6. I have told Reece I'm going to be really ballsy and hold the line, 1 dice at a time. Oh, it's going to be fine. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know why you're sweating, Reece.
I definitely won't.
So that makes Reece's charge disordered.
The Contemptor is going to charge the old boxes of love. So he requires a 5, but it's 4 because it was +1. And he rolls a 7.
I saw the 1. I thought it might be a fail then.
So the Contemptor is flying along, his fists flying around.
Fists of Fury.
Fists of Fury into the 2 boxes. Hitting on 2s because tanks don't have arms. I still managed to miss 1.
And then we're 10 on the back, so it's 1 sort of glance. So 1 glance, which kills that. In fact, no, I'll take 1 of the pens to kill that because I decide, don't I? 1 of the pens kill that. Then he glance on that. And then what's your last pen do? 3, it's AP2, so 4, so it's snapfire in and can't shoot next turn, right?
Yeah.
Also, can't move.
4.
So we're back into this combat. So this guy's going to take the 9 attacks, he's going to take the 6. Rolling the 9 first, hitting on 4s for 4 hits. And then 5s to wound, because turn 2 we still have that +1 strength. So just 1, so it's 2 ups, Reece. Oh, he's fine. Wouldn't matter if they were rending anyway. And then the 6 attacks with 3 hits, and we're looking for 5s here. Again, all the same again. Oh, they're winning.
all 6 attacks back from both the Contemptors back into the Brutes. Roll them all at once again. So 4s to hit.
3 hits.
2s to wound. There's a 1 in every roll I do.
So 1's on 2 wounds, so it's going to be on him first, which he's down to 1 wound. And then that guy's dead. So you've caused a total of 2 wounds. I got heed to slaughter, so I lose by 1. I fail. I'll kill another one on the failed morale for the Demons rules. So here we are in this combat, and as promised, we have issued and accepted challenges between Garius and Ashurdan. We've just been genning up. You're initiative 1, so I will be going first. You're going to strike straight back, even though the rest of my command squad would technically strike first because of initial step orders.
Yeah.
But we're just going to do it for the viewing pleasure. So I've got counter attack. So I've actually got 6 attacks, and I'm weapon skill 7, and you're just weapon skill 6. So I'm going to be
weapon skill 6.
just weapon skill 6. So I'm hitting on 3s, which is a good roll.
Disgusting.
Now, here's interesting. That big axe doesn't get any bonus to its strength, so it's just strength 4. You are toughness 5.
I am.
So I'm going to be looking for 5s, and 6s a murderous strike, and that's the biggie. Oh, that is a... So that's the only one as well, so it's a 4-up or he dies, right?
Well,
you
4-up,
you
5-up.
won't get your feel no pain because it's murder strike.
Oh yeah, because murder strike, yeah.
So go on then, Reece.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes down, and Ashurdan, true to the fluff, beats him to death. Spurred on by seeing the captain slay him down. The command squad are going to hit the command squad. Sons of Horus first at initiative 4. These are just chain swords hitting on 4s, all weapon skill 4.
No, weapon skill 5. It's a command squad.
5, yeah, we're all weapon skill 5.
Oh, sorry, you're
That's
5
what
as
I
well.
meant.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's shred, isn't it? No, it doesn't help. So there's 3 2-ups to make just from the chain swords.
You ready?
Yeah.
Push!
1 loses wound.
Here we go.
And then these are the tabars,
It's begun.
which hit 3 times. Now these have got a +1 strength, so they're wounded on 3s, and they're 4 at breaching, which is just 2 2-ups. Oh. And then we have the Chthonian axes, which hit 4 times, and we are 4s to wound, 5s are breaching, which is very good. We've got 3 there, but they have got 3 up involved, so the 1 on 1 wound dies.
What initiative was that?
That was initiative 4, so he won't get his attacks.
Dead, yeah. That's fine.
Initiative step 1, Reece has got 8 attacks because they've been disordered, hitting on 4s. So 5, and these are Solarite Power Gauntlets, correct?
Correct.
So these are going to instant death because even the space Sons of Horus rule is only going to take it down to strength 9. So that's 5 dead. But then I've got Power Fists on myself, attacking, hitting on 4s for 2, and 2 3-ups for Reece. Or another one drops. That is the end of that combat. Reece scored a mighty 10 wounds. I caused 7, was it? So Reece has won combat due to Ashurdan's rule of there being less characters essentially than non-characters. We are leadership 10 stubborn, and we roll a 7, so we're going to stay there till next turn.
Imperial Fists, turn 2, overview. Very disappointing. No, it's been alright. The lads cannons, I'm doing alright whittling them down. I'm pretty happy with how that went.
I think this flank you're doing very well, because I'm looking thin on the ground.
I was a little bit gutted. I didn't quite manage to pop the second.
Both sabres?
Yeah, the second. But, you know, that is dice, isn't it? That's not like...
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that. Really, and to be honest, actually quite happy with how the Brutes versus Contemptors combat's going.
Yeah, I was saying to you off camera, I think I should have only charged one, maybe.
Yeah.
But we're there now, so
Yeah.
you live with your mistakes.
Yeah. So,
And then obviously the big one this turn,
Yeah.
which is probably why it's an overall bad turn for you, is losing the Warlord.
yeah, I mean, I don't really care because Garrus is a wimp, so.
It's a bit fleeky, wasn't it, with the murderous strike?
No, I mean, rules are rules, aren't they? I said to Sean off camera, though, that, like, obviously, the only thing that agitates me about it is that normally I'd have a Praetor with a 3-up invamp.
And the fact that you rolled a 3.
Yeah. so,
damn it, why don't I have my normally
one of
good
those
rules?
horrible elations where I was like, yes, oh no.
Actually, that's a fail.
Yeah. Damn the real world.
Oh. Sons of Horus turn 2?
Yeah.
Sons of Horus turn 2 movement. Didn't move because we had no choice, didn't move because we didn't want to. The Terminators have had advanced. Reece, you've reacted
I have.
aggressively.
I have.
You've brought the vets forward, so we're going to see what Terminators and vets do to each other. Mine are just standard Terminators as well, but they do have a chaplain, so they're going to get that spicy reroll.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't do anything about this because Reece is tucked right in. We're stuck here.
Build a wall.
We're stuck there. The Contemptors come up, and he's going to support Sheridan's squad now. The Plasma have moved up to try and force this Plasma squad away. And the rest of my scoring has just moved up, essentially. The Typhons moved up to get in range with the vets that fell back, regroups, and now ready to be shot again, essentially. And yeah, we're still immobilised with these 2 other tanks. And we're going to go on to some shooting. This Land Raider is going to shoot the other Land Raider opposite it still.
Face off.
So we're hitting on freeze with the Gravis. And then we've got 1 twin linked one, which hits anyway. So we've got 3 hits. Looking for 5s, right? Sounds about right. With Sunder, just 1 more 5 to wreck it. No, so it's just taking it down to 1 hull point. The Kratos is going to shoot into the Demolisher Cannon Squadron again.
I'm going to shroud.
3. So the Mouter is in 18 inches again. Reece didn't move back or anything. So the autocannon hitting on freeze for 1 hit. Looking for a 6 here. No. More importantly, the Mouter is now twin linked, which it needed. That's better. So we've got 5 or more, right? So that's 1 pen, 1 glance, 2 pen. So 3 pens and a glance with shroud saves.
So glance goes through.
Goes through. So the one on the back is down to 1 hull point.
And 3 pens. 2.
2 go through. So 1 will go on the back one, which will do nothing, so it just becomes a wreck. And the other one on the front one is just going to do nothing because it's got reinforced. And then we've got 4 las cannons going into that front one now. Which 2 hits. Looking for 4s with Sunder. So it's 1 pen, 1 glance with Shroud.
1 pen, 1 glance.
Also, if this pen doesn't explode, it's going to be alive in 1 hull point, which it is, but it can't move next turn. Plasma squad is going to rapid fire into the tactical squad. We're going to have to roll this 2 at a time, so we're going to do it off camera for the Gets Hot. So we've resulted in a couple of Gets Hot, but no one died. But we got 8 breaching and 5 normal. So we got Heart of the Legion rule in effect and a 6-up cover over the ramp as well.
So 6-up cover on the 8 breaching.
So we save 6. It's also worth noting that I can only see 8 to kill a maximum of 8.
Yeah, and then normal saves.
So back up to 8. And there's 8 6-up, feel no pains for Heart of the Legion.
No,
So it kills all 8, so remaining on 2 blokes alive. The autocannons are going to shoot the front off the Kratos, drawing a line of sight. It's quite heavily obscured by the Stormbird, so we're going to say a 5-up cover save on this one. And there's one guy I had to move in the movement phase, which I forgot to mention would be snap firing. He doesn't hit anything. And then the rest are hitting on freeze. And then we're going to be looking for 6s. And then we want some extra on top of that. So we've got 1 6, a 3 up to glance. Oh, it's nothing. You don't have to worry about that, Reece. 3 las cannons going to go into the front of the Kratos, hitting on freeze for 1 hit, and then we're looking for a 6. So it's a whole point shaved off. But I believe there was a 6 up cover actually from last turn, wasn't there, from the crate?
I don't think you took any when I shot at you with it. So it's...
okay.
Right, so we've just...
Yeah, I was taking cover saves from the 5 up being in there, so it's a 6
I'll do a
up.
quick 6.
No.
That's nothing.
The Volkite squad are going to shoot at the Seekers. 2 can't see, so there's only 24 shots. Only 24, I say, hitting on freeze. 13 hits, wounding on 2s, which will result in 11 wounds there, Reece. So we've got 11 armor saves, 3 ups to make, Reece.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dead.
Perfect. The Esoterrorist is now in range of these because they advanced, so we are going to try and avoid dart them. Psychic test first, which he definitely passes. So it's 12 shots, hitting on 2s, 12 hits, and then we're wounding on 3s, and we've got a few drop there, so just 6 wounds please, Reece. And this is a bit like Volkite, so it has deflag.
3 ups. So 1 more me.
1, 3 up. No, so just 1 wound taken. The Sabre doesn't get locked in combat because it's a vehicle, so it can fire out. It's going to shoot these tactical moves down here. Can only see 2, so it's hitting on 3s, and it's got 3 misses. It's going to be wounded on 2s. Ooh. So we've got 6 wounds there, Reece.
What's this on me?
Just your tactical squad here.
So 3 ups. Yeah.
Yep.
3 die.
So yeah, it's only 2 because only 2 can be seen. The Typhon is going to shoot at the vet squad that it doesn't like. We're looking for a hit here. Oh, it's a big scatter. So it resulted in just clipping this guy here. So he's going to take... Oh, he's dead. Unless you can roll like 4 6s, if you want to attempt that.
I'm going to attempt it.
Yeah, he's going for it. I'll just chuck my 2 las cannons in while you... yep, no, that's over.
So, yes.
Yeah, so 4 6s. Go on. No.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. It does force him on a morale again, I think. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Then the shooting phase is 1 morale for the tacticals here. Sergeant's
Just okay.
just okay.
Yeah, Sergeant.
Yeah, Sergeant's alive. Charges here, the Contemptor's going in to help the command squad. Shock, he's in. And then over here,
Actually, I'm going to hold the line.
Reece has just informed me he's going to hold the line. He was just debating. He might want to see how far I roll first. So it's a big 10.
I'll
So
be holding the line.
okay. So leadership test 8 or less. They're fine. They're holding the line, so I won't get extra attacks. We're going to start with this combat with the brutes and the 2 contemptors. So the Iron Hands contemptor's getting just 3 attacks against him, and he wants a big 6. No. And then 6 attacks against the other one.
The Raven Guard.
The Raven Guard. Thank you, Reece. 2 hits this time. They're really not feeling it, these brutes. Oh, here's the big 6. 2 5-ups to save him. Oh, he saves him on 1 wound. And then Reece, you're going to have 6 attacks back. Can you finish these boys off? Hitting on 4s. It's pretty repeatable, this combat, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And then 2s to wound.
There's more 1.
So brutal 3. So the one that's on 2 wounds is on 1 wound.
Brutal 2, mate. Brutal 2.
Brutal 3 first off.
Oh, are they? Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the one on 1 wound dies. I've lost 2 wounds. I think I actually passed the leadership, so I don't lose any more.
Whee!
next on the combat agenda, a showdown is going to strike at initiative 5, hitting on 3s, and then he's wounded on 4s. He's got another murder strike and 1 normal, so you
murder strike. Loves it.
Fine, yeah. 3 up on these ones, and 1 takes a wound. Initiative step 4, 2 to bars, 2 hits. Wounded on 3s, 4 up breaching, so 1 free up invul, please, Reece. Fine. And the Cthonian axe, regular, both misses. And then I've got 4 attacks from the Contemptor, which hits 3 times, wounds 3 times, so it's 3 at a time, please, Reece, for brutal 3.
First
guy on 1 wound is dead. The next guy who's not the flag banner is dead, instant death, and the flag bearer.
4 ups on this guy now.
Oh, and he makes it. Just step 1, 2 attacks from the Imperial Fist, lone survivor, hitting on 4s.
Nope.
Failed to hit. And then 2 power fists from me, which results in 4 attacks. That doesn't wound. Now you have lost by, so you've lost 4 wounds, so your leadership 6 or less from the flag. Oh, so you're running. So I'll chase you down with the command squad. I have got a 3 on initiative 5, so you need a 5, that will get you away, 2d6. 5 inches.
Not very far. Obviously Sean's charged me, but I've got to do some quick admin because, you know, Shattered Legion's admin. It's a lot simpler than people are making out. Basically, I've got more Raven Guard than I have Iron Hands. So the major rule goes to the Ravens, which means it's a shooting thing, so it's pretty irrelevant right now. But the minor is pretty handy. I gain a feel no pain, and the flaw is I can't run or make sweeping advances, so even if I win this combat, there's no chance of me chasing him down.
No. The feel no pain is probably not going to come into effect against all these fun...
oh yeah, because they're all thunder hammers, yeah. Sorry, so everything's irrelevant.
But basically, whoever wins can't run each other down, unless we murderize each other.
Yeah.
So it's just all about blood.
Yeah.
so that's probably perfect for this scenario, right? So we've got the dice divided out.
To try and make this smooth.
Sons of Horus rule now still works if you make it disordered. It's FAQ'd, so you're going to be -1 strength to FFN. So all your chain swords first. But you're hitting on 3s because I'm normal terminators. Wounded on 5s, re-rolling.
Yeah. So you ready?
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm just cheating, moving my tank. Oh, that's all good.
Oh, yeah. I've got you. Go.
Right. So 3s.
3. And 5s re-rolling for the
Shred, for the chain swords.
So we've got 5 wounds plus the re-rolls for an extra 3. Total of 8. I'm just going to use a mixture of mine and Reece's dice. 1 drops a wound. It's all initiative step 1. We're going to carry on swinging with Reece. That's what there.
Kindly let me continue.
So power axes, 6 attacks.
2 power axes.
Oh, that's disappointing. And then
5.
No, 4s, because you've got +1 strength, so it counteracts it a little bit.
2.
So we've got 2 invuls to make here. Or we pass them both. And then the power fist is 3 attacks on a sergeant. Won't be instant death in because of the Sons of Horus rule. And then 2s to wound. Now we've got 3 invuls to make. Also, the one that was on 1 wound is dead, but will strike back. So on to Sons of Horus swinging back. We've got 3 attacks from the Chaplain. Chaplain's rule of hatred will take effect. It's not turned off by disordered. So he's hitting on 4s because he's weapon skill 5 with a reroll. Doesn't help. He kills on a 2, so that's 1 vet's dead. And then we've got 11 attacks, hitting on 5s. We've got 3 hits, plus 1 more, so for 4. And then we're looking for 2s. So it's 5 dead in total, which means I win by 8.
Yep.
So you got a double 1 leadership to take there.
Double 1 leadership. Gosh.
Oh, so close.
Sorry, we had a quick pause there because we we had some admin to do that we thought we had to do, and it was irrelevant.
We're short the Vexilla might have equaled it out, but it's still a fail.
It hasn't quite. So well, I'd be running, but only 1d6 because of the Vexilla. Oh, I've dropped 2 dice there. We'll go with the first one.
So 6 inches.
So 6.
So on to this last combat of turn 2 for Sons of Horus. You'll hit me on 2s. And then, well, just one up will do it. We've just got to see if it explodes. So that's 3 pens, 1 6. Oh, it does blow up. How far? 5. Oh, we need to measure up to see if it catches these guys. So it catches Sergeant at the front, 2 up to wound. He's all right, but it does force a pinning check. Oh, they're good, just. So that's end of Sons of Horus, turn 2. There's been quite a lot of killing. I'm kind of glad that the brutes are holding them up still just in Reece's turn. I'm a little bit worried that my Terminator squad are out in the open for a Kratos to come around and shoot him. This Contemptor is also a problem down this flank. I'm going to have to start chucking some stuff at him. Other than that, it's all a bit of a mashup. I don't know which way it's going to go down. We're going to have to see who breaks through. Most importantly, Reece needs some backup. Now, he does have some backup somewhere. Let's see if they appear before we go on to Imperial Fists turn 2. Lightning Claw, Deep Striking Terminators. No, they're going to be here on turn 4 automatically. So, Imperial Fists turn 3.
So obviously at the end of Sean's turn 2, these guys were running. So before I get going on any movement, now that I've failed my reserves, I'm going to roll my leadership for these guys. And they rally. So Imperial Fists turn 3 movement. The Kratos has come up and had a little shuffle because those Volkites are going to get it. Sick of looking at them.
Yeah, but you have exposed yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, exposed the side to these guys, but I'm past caring now.
But not physically exposed yourself, just.
Well, yes, however, you know.
So the Contemptor, moving on.
He's moved over here.
I've reacted, as you can tell, probably, that they fell back to make his life a little bit more difficult on the charge.
And then this one is a bit complicated, obviously, but this whole row on the right here,
that's the one that rallied.
They've rallied. That's the squad you saw rally, and then they've just shuffled this way, basically, to make room for this squad that have moved up. And then
I reacted again to fall back.
Yeah.
To make your life more difficult, plus force my Terminators sort of where I want to direct them.
Yeah. Then these 2 squads haven't moved because they're going to do some Fury in a minute.
Yep, into said Terminators, I presume.
Yeah. These guys haven't moved for no purpose other than I've only just realised they haven't moved.
So I'll move those in a sec.
Yeah, these guys, which are obviously around here, have abandoned the Vindicator because lost cause and all that. And they're coming round to fight instead of fix.
But they've ran this turn, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they won't be joining this turn, but they're getting in position. And
then this guy, I forgot he needs a rally. So I did do this off camera, and then I couldn't remember what I rolled when Sean told me
your leadership
I got
10.
my leadership wrong. So
it'll be leadership 9, and you're fine on an 8. It was 9 due to the fear.
So he rallies.
He's good.
And then this hasn't done anything actually.
Because it can't move this turn due to its result.
Yeah, and then this is pivoted to give me shots across whichever squad I decide. I'm sick of looking at.
Who's getting it this turn?
Yeah, kill a couple of mooks. And that's it. Oh, and the other little tactical squad that was hidden under there, it's just shuffled out. Because, you got to have a laugh. I'm going to attack this dreadnought, I expect. And that's it for Imperial Fists turn 3 movement.
Imperial Fist shooting then, Reece.
Yeah, so I'm going to Fury with this squad and this squad into the Chaplain squad.
Yeah, it's loads of dice. We're going to do it off camera and come back to you with the wounds.
So after all of those roll to hits and wounds, we've ended up with
19 normal armor saves and 1 breaching from plasma pistol. So the breaching is saved, and then 19.
That's pretty good.
2 wounds dropped.
So these 5 vets are going to fire their bolt pistols into this contemptor.
No reaction from me.
No reaction from Sean, so just hitting on 3s because these aren't my blessed bananas.
Oh, it's hurting. 6s, right?
Yeah, 6s.
No.
So the Vindicator is going to fire probably its last action of the game over into here.
6 if it hits.
Yeah, 6 of them.
Oh, so what's that, 5 inches?
Yeah, it's a big scatter.
Happy with that direction, Reece?
Yeah. Big nothing.
Big nothing.
Lost course, as I said. Next thing. Gonna have a Hail Mary and fire these 2 into the contemptor.
No reaction.
So, bolt pistol, hitting on 2s. 6s. Nothing. Plasma pistol. Oh, hitting on 3s.
4 up to wound.
And it's a breacher.
Big breach, 5 up. Yeah.
Loves it. Gonna fire the Kratos into the Volkite.
I'm going to shroud this.
Always going for the shroud. So
the autocannon hitting on 2s, right? Do you want me to
yeah.
do a bit of swapperoos?
So autocannon hitting on 2s. Lovely job.
2s to wound.
Oh, 1 wound.
3 up.
Loves it.
And then you're doing the 2-shot thing.
Yeah, 2-shot AP, strength 8, AP2. So hitting on
2s.
Lovely.
And 2s again. Oh, dropped one.
Evidently one.
So it's a 6 up for the terrain and then a 5 up. No, so 1 is dead. And then 4 las cannons.
These will be hitting on 3s.
Oh, here we go.
Take that.
And then...
Traditional 1 for...
Oh yeah, but he's calling it now.
Hey, look at that.
So 4 6s. No, and then 5s. Oh!
You animal.
So just 2 die from the Kratos.
The Contemptor, he's had a change of heart after movement reactions. And he's going to shoot at the Volkite squad as well. So Gravis autocannon. Twin linked. Oh, the 2s are hit anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's 3 hits.
3 hits.
2s to wound.
Looking for 6s. Nope, but 3 wounds.
3 ups. Fine. And then 2 plasma blasting, right?
Yeah, hitting on 2s.
Doesn't get hot this time.
Amazing.
2s to wound, 4s
up.
are fun. So 1 3 up, 1 6 up. Oh!
You animal.
On to charges then. The Contemptor is measured at, well, with all minuses and whatever and pluses, it's an 8. 9 will do it. And then we've got the vets as well. They're going in for a 5. They're in with a mighty 10. And then you've just got basically not a double 1 on the vets, and the tactical squad are also in over here.
Yep. So vets.
Yeah, they're in. And then just see how far
squad.
you go with movement. 6 inches. So my reaction, I've chosen to overwatch here. So we've got 8 bolt gun shots, rapid fire with twin linked. One of those was a hit, yeah. And then we were looking for 4s. For 2 wounds there, Reece. Is there any on 1 wound? No, they're all full life, right? Yeah. So 1 has lost wound, and then we got a bolt gun off the chaplain. Hits twice, wounds once, and then Volkite charger. Hits twice, wounds twice. Oh, takes him down a wound, deflag, another wound. No, so just 1 vet dies on the way in. So it's not 1 dead. Reece is going to take 1 on the sergeant, who's a character, and then stop taking the wounds and move it on to another bloke the best way. Starting with this combat, initiative step 4. 7 veterans with 4 attacks each.
Chainsaw.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep, 3s.
And then first round of combat, so 5s to wound with shred. 4 on the first slot, but the shred may bring some more. An additional 3. So we've got 7 in total. And these are all 2-ups, right?
Yeah.
Also, one that was on 1 wound who isn't the sergeant is dead. Initiative step 1, Reece is going to keep going with power axes and power fists.
So power fists are the green dice.
Yep, all hitting on
all
3.
hitting on 3s.
And then the power fist won't instant death this round.
So 2s and
2s and 3s on the other. 4s on the other, yeah, of course. So we've got 4 invulns to make, right?
Yep.
And we lose a Terminator and a half, but we do strike back.
With said Terminator.
My turn to strike. The one that did die still gets to strike, so 7 attacks with the Terminators, hitting on 5s with hatred. Oh, spicy. So we've got 5 hits, 2s to just flat out kill. So we kill 4 of them. And then the chaplain himself will swing, and he'll be hitting on 4s with hatred. And then he will kill an additional 3, so it's 7 veterans dead. So the Sons of Horus beat them back, winning the combat. So another double 1 leadership, Reece. No, I can't chase you. Still, or the Vexen is gone, isn't he? So it's going to be 2d6. And he is running, they're running 5. So that's where we all ended up and consolidated. And then we're going on to this one now because Reece charged into the train. Contemptors don't have frag grenades or anything, so it's all initiative step 1 because I'm chucking crack grenades. But Reece, I'll allow you to roll first with 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And just straight up killing on 2s.
That's no good.
2 have died. But I do have 8 crack grenades, just making sure I have the right amount there. Hitting on, wounded on 5s because they auto hit against these, so it's 4 2-ups. Ooh. They're all passed. So I've lost by 2. Leadership 6. Oh, they're running. I've rolled a 1. Roll a 2 and you catch him. Yes, the Contemptor is running them all down. Onto the combat with the Contemptor vets and tactical squad. There's all going to be crack grenades or some special axes and fists, so it's going to be all initiative 1 from Reece, so I will strike first. I'm going to elect to make my attacks go against the 2 remaining tactical marines, so we're going to be hitting on 3s and 2s to just kill them, but I don't need that 3rd dice. So those 2 are dead, and then we got 3 crack grenades which auto hit and wounding on a 5. So 1 2-up, it's fine. And then you've got 4 attacks from power axes, which will, each that is, so it's 8 attacks. Hitting on 4s. And then we're looking for 6s here to put me on my invul.
Nope.
Oh no. So you lose by 2. Vexil is still alive in that squad. So it's only losing by 1, so it's going to be 7 or less. They're fine, they're going to stay there. On to the forever combat. Hopefully it will end this turn. So it's 3 attacks each from the brutes. So attacking the iron hands one first, hitting on 4s. And now I just want a 6 or 2. No, and that 5 doesn't wound now because we are down to strength 5 because we're in turn 3. The other chap hits twice. Oh, he does get a brutal 2, so 2 5-ups to save that Contemptor Reece. Oh, not enough. He does go boom. How far is that explosion? There are a few bods around. 2, not massively bad. I think it's going to get 1 brute, 1 marine, maybe your flag as well. Just 1?
Yeah, 1, 1, 1.
And 1. So I get 1 on your flag, which wounds him.
It's fine.
And then 1 on my...
First brute?
Brute, no. Second brute. Yep. He's fine. And then flagman. He's fine as well with 2 up. And now we've got 3 attacks into the brutes. Hitting on 4s. Both weapons got 5. 2 hits. A wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. So 1 loses 2 wounds. And then because of Heedless Slaughter, that's going to be a drawn combat because I'll get +1 and I cause 1 wound there.
Imperial Fists, turn 3, wrap up. Yeah, pretty happy that the Volkite squad is now gone.
Yeah, they got running them down was really good.
Yeah.
These Terminators, everything's bouncing off them at the moment.
Yeah, well,
they're whittling down, right?
Yeah, you've got the chat plane in there, so although it looks like I'm having a bad day because I keep losing lots of vets and losing the combat, I'm quite happy to have taken them down to the 3 that they are.
Yeah.
I'm reasonably happy given, like you say, because yes, you're hitting on 5s, but you've got the chaplain reroll.
Yeah, the chaplain is key to that unit.
Yeah, and obviously all the Thunder Hammers as well, making it instant killing.
I think the biggest problem for me is this Contempt on full life. I need to direct some fire his way. I'm going to have to think of something.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So we're going to go Sons of Horus turn 3, right?
Yep.
Cool. End of turn 3 for the Sons of Horus movement. Obviously, we've stayed still here. We've not got a lot left on this side of the board, but obviously loads on this side. These Catchfratty have moved up to go for this tactical squad. Ashurhadan is sneaking under this wing here, staying an inch away from the combat guys. He's going to try and go for glory. The Contemptors and Brutes obviously all tied up. The Plasma Squad have advanced to bring the bear some rapid fire goodness. I've got another scoring squad moving up, and I've got my tacticals moving up here as well. I was going to try and charge this, but Reece reacted.
I did. I drew back.
The Typhon's gone back and pivoted, looking to hopefully not scatter on myself and get a 4-up on that Contemptor.
Don't do that.
So wounds. And nothing else has moved around here because I didn't want to enact any reactions. I know Reece has used his unique one already, but I didn't want him to maybe disappear and be out of range of like a Typhon or something like that. So we're going to go on to some shooting. So the Typhon is going to go right towards the back of the Contemptor's base to try and minimise this scatter if it goes wrong. And I think it's just going to end up over here somewhere actually and not hit anything.
What is it, 7?
So it's going to be 7 inches. Does it clip any dudes?
Maybe 1 or 2 maybe?
It's all 2. 2 tactical marines are dead.
Could have gone worse though. That was the perfect distance. The arrow saved you there. If it went that way, mate, you'd have been right in the middle of it.
So as Reece was pointing there, it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, sorry, mate.
But I've got 2 las cannons from the Typhon still going into him on 3s, and then 2s for just 1 invul, please.
1 invul. He takes it right in the face.
This Land Raider is going to make that Contemptor as its main target with that sponsoring, meaning these 2 can't see it, so it gets split fire rules, which I was going to shoot that Land Raider. Into the Contemptor first, 2 las cannons, 1 miss, 1 wound, 1 5-up.
Nope.
Lose another wound. And then into the front of the Land Raider, we're going to have twin link las cannon, non-twin link las cannons. We just want 1 5-up with Sunder. Oh, I just can't do it. Continuing into the Dreadnought, as you can tell, I'm a little bit nervous about it getting into that area. We're going to shoot basically everything on the left-hand side. On the right, it can't see anything, so those weapons are not going to be used. Starting with the auto cannon, hitting on 3s. That again would be lovely. But it is 2 wounds on 2s.
Loves it.
And then the Melter, which is twin linked. For 3 hits, not in Melter range. So just wounded on 3s, which are all wounds, so it's 3 5-ups.
Wow.
Oh, he's down to 1 wound.
Wow.
Can the 2 las cannons from the sponsoring finish him? Potentially. No. The tactical squad that lost 2 of its members is going to fury into the Contemptor It's going to be 39 dice, so we're doing this off camera. So we did tremendously well getting 5 wounds with bolters on the Contemptor. 1 will do it. No, Reece. No. We're going to try it. The Despoiler Squad is going to chuck some bolt pistols in then, and the Psychic Power is going to try to go off. Oh, he perils. It doesn't go off. And he kills 3 guys. So it'll just be a 12 shots. We've got 1 wound from the bolt pistols. Go on, Reece. Oh. I'm going to have to shoot the autocannons at him. I was trying to save him. The autocannons hitting on 3s with a few misses, but not too shabby. So we're going to be wounded on 4s, 6s are rending. So we've got 2 rending and 4 2-ups, Reece. However you want to take it. So he's dead. How far does he explode? Could take some with him. No.
1 make maybe?
Yeah, 1 make maybe. Reece rolled a 3 on the wound, and he dies.
Yes.
The 3 las cannons are going to hit the side of this Kratos. It will be getting a 6-up cover save. It hits 3 times. We're looking for 5s now. With Sunder, come on. 2 pens, Reece. 6s.
That's what, sorry.
Rerolls.
Hey! Didn't want the reroll. Are you
Damn
sure?
it, box. The Plasma Squad that has been left alone as requested.
I hate you all.
It's going to try and finish this flag bearer off because he is scoring, so he needs to go. It's 2 dice at a time, so we're going to do it off camera.
Return fire.
You might notice there's a few missing. Reece has been in tears. I've killed 3 with Gets Hot, which so I'll put myself
Tell
on
them it
morale
was the
check.
first 3 in a row.
Yeah, it was the first bit. It was just started off terribly. But we did get some hits. So we're looking for 2s to wound and 4s are breaching. So we got 5 breaching and 5 of each actually there, Reece. So what would you like to take first?
I'm going to do my 5 because he's on your 4-up. I'll do 5 in vans.
Okay, and we'll do, you weren't
then
returning
5.
fire, you're doing Shroud.
Yeah, and then 5 saves.
He did say, I said, what was he returning fire with? And he told me he's throwing his flag at him. Like a spear.
So
4 ups, yeah.
4 ups on the vans.
And then see if he passes 3 of those 3. If it's worth rolling the 2s.
Shrouds. No.
Oh yeah, he's on 1 wound, so you got to roll the 5 2-ups and see if he survives.
5 2-ups.
Oh, he does.
Bosh.
So I caused 1 wound and killed 3 of my own guys. I love plasma. Due to no reactions left, these are going to rapid fire into the tactical squad here with their bolt guns, which are twin linked and wounded on 4s for all 4 wounds. I'll just quickly do the combi Volkite. So that's 1 wound with Volkite, which we're all separately deflagging, and the bolter. So 5 bolter saves and 1 Volkite save.
Bolter saves.
Lose 2. And then 1 Volkite 1. He's fine. End of the shooting phase, there are 2 leadership tests to do. One is for Reece. Which they fail.
Oh, that's shocking. That's excellent, isn't it?
Oh yeah. 6, so let's line up on the back. And then over here, we do have my test to do on the Plasma Squad. Leadership 8 on the Sergeant. Typical. They are running 10 inches. So after that dramatic end of shooting phase, we have got some charges to do. So these guys are going to charge the Land Raider, looking for a 7. Nope, they're going to shuffle 2. These guys are going to charge this Vindicator for 11. Oh no, so they're going to shuffle 4. We've got the Fleeing Squad being charged by the Captivated Terminators. These were a 6. They make it. And then underneath, which I presume Reece is saving his reaction for, is it's a 2-inch charge. So they make it
Another Overwatch.
with a Fury.
Yeah.
So the Fury Overwatch, 27 bolter shots, hitting on 2s. 24 hits, wounded on 4s. Resulted in 10 wounds, 2-up saves. They're fine. So we're going to do this combat first. Reece actually has to pass a leadership test, or they just get run down because they were running away, which they do. So they turn and fight. I'm all initiative 1, so you're going to have 5 guys striking.
5 attacks with chain bayonets.
Yeah, with chain bayonets.
So hitting you on your what skill?
Force is force. And then it's going to be 4s.
Of course, because you're.
But re-rolling. So just 1 wound.
Just the one.
Oh, it takes down the Terminator. Initiative step 1, I'm going to let Reece swing his gauntlet. This will instant death because it's strength 10, so it just goes down to 9.
5s to hit.
Hit on 5s because majority is weapon skill 5, doesn't matter too much. And 2s.
Oh.
So 1 4-up. This is going to be on the sergeant. He lives. And then striking back, the sergeant is going to be hitting on 4s with hatred.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 3 dead tacticals. And then see if the chaplain can kill the rest with hitting on 3s with hatred. If you didn't have that hatred, he'd be in trouble. Oh, it's not going to kill him. It just goes down to the sergeant, who loses by 5. So he's going to be 3 or less.
He's got it, mate.
He runs. I can't chase you down, so you're probably going to run off the table unless you roll a double 1. Nope, he's gone. 6 attacks from the brute into the contemptor, hitting on 4s for 3, and wounding on 6s, all for 1. Brutal 2, Reece.
Oh god.
Oh, he's alive on 1 wound. He will strike back. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 2s. So it's 1 at a time. 1's on 1 wound, so he's probably, yep, he dies just. And the other one survives on 1 wound. But I've lost 3, so I need to take, I've lost by 1 essentially, because of heat to slaughter, but that's a good pass, so we're going to stay there with 1 guy on 1 wound. Contemptor versus veterans, hitting on 4s with 3 attacks, 1 hit. No. Failed to wound. So we've got 3 crack grenades wounded on 5s, which is 2 wounds. Saved. And then it's going to be 6 power axe attacks hitting on 4s. That's very good, but then he needs big 6s to wound. For the 1. 5 up. No, the Contemptor loses a wound, but he's fearless and doesn't care. Last combat is the Command Squad and the Warlord. 6 attacks from him. He's going to be hitting on 3s. And he gets 5 hits. And he's going to be wounded on 4s. So 1's just straight up dead, and 2 have got Heart of the Legion saves to make.
6s! Hey.
So he kills 2. And then initiative step 4, I've got 2 Cthonian Tabars left, with 3 attacks each left on the charge, hitting on 3s, and then wounded on 3s, it's AP 3, and these 2 are breaching, so I don't know where your sergeant is to tank him. He's too far back, so it's 3 guys dead. Reece has got 7 attacks back, hitting on 5s. And then he's chain bayonets, so they're going to be wounded on 4s because it's first round. He got both. 2 ups. Ooh, 1 drops a wound. And then initiative step 1, you got 3 attacks off your sergeant with so right.
Yeah.
He's going to be hitting on 5s. And does he squish the one that was on 1 wound? Oh, he does not. And then we've got 6 power fist attacks coming in, hitting on 3s. Oh, terrible roll, but does kill 2 more. So I definitely win that combat. Your stubborn 8 with Heart of the Legion there. So can you hold the objective? You can. Sons of Horus turn 3 wrap up. We are doing quite well. Reece is obviously going to get his Volkite hands in next turn, which could swing the tide for him. Depends where he tries to help himself out over there or goes on the attack here, I think. We'll see what he comes up with. But we're going to go on to Imperial Fist turn 4. So Reece, being Reece, has come up with this idea.
Let's go!
So it's a risky deep strike.
It's alright, because I always hit, mate.
Oh, get in. That is a high risk, high reward, right? Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
I've got some pinning tests to do.
Oosh.
The plasma obviously running away, so it won't get pinned. But we got this despoiler squad at the front. Leadership 8, fine. Leadership 9 with the ESO terrorist one, fine. Auto cannons, probably one of the bigger ones, fine. And a tactical squad on an 8, all fine. I'm going to do some intercepting, Reece.
Oh no.
So we're going to spend our reactions and use the 2 augury scanners that we've got in use. Starting off with the las cannons, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. So that's 2 4-ups on these ones.
Please.
So 1 dies. And then we've got the ESO terrorist despoiler squad. They're going to use a reaction there. See if he passes his test this time. He does. So we'll get some dice together for him. So 12 shots hitting on 2s. And it's strength 5, so we're going to be looking for 3s. Which there's a few failed. So we've got 5 2-ups there, Reece.
5 2-ups?
Yes, mate.
Obviously.
1, which is a deflag, failed. We've rolled the dice for the despoiler pistols, 2 wounds caused, all saved. We're going to spend another point with these who are Fury in, and then obviously the auto cannons as well. We're going to roll all that off camera and just come back with the wounds. So after all the intercepting, there's 23 normal armor saves and 2 rendings to make. So we've dropped
1, he dies.
And there's 2
One more
so
dies.
2 Terminators die, and then just the 2 Rens to save. Just do it out of the box if it's easier.
No, another one dead.
3 in total.
These guys are obviously fleeing from the last combat, so they need to rally. They do.
Cool as ice.
Imperial Fist turn 4 movement. I've moved up with the Kratos. Just try to sort of get line of sight / get some cover from on the side there.
Yeah, because we see what those 6s do, don't we?
This squad has moved around.
Yep.
Chasing down here.
I've also got no reactions left because I used it all on the intercept stuff.
This guy, these guys have just shuffled along. I don't really know why, I'm just making a wall because
They've just rallied, haven't they? So it just stops me going in.
stops you moving anyway, yeah. These guys have come along, might make a long bomb over there or something.
Yep.
The flag has come around, leaving room for him to spin around, and the Vindicator's pulled back as well, and just gonna try and nail this scoring squad.
Awesome.
Yeah.
On to some shooting.
Shootings.
Starting off and shooting them, we're going to shoot some vets into these Terminators.
Yeah, so this squad rallied, so they'll be snap firing. So just
rapid fire. They've all got bolters, haven't they?
yeah, I'm gonna do the bolters because they can't charge anyway.
And well, they all got relentless vets, so you can rapid fire bolters and still charge.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, they can't charge anyway, can they? Because they're rallied. So bolt guns, 6s. Nothing.
Nope. And I presume 10 bolters from these
Yeah.
into the same squad. These are Raven Guard majority, so they get to pick allocate the first wound.
Yes, correct. So,
That's plenty of hits. Falls to wound. Which are 4. First one, where would you like it?
On your
Sergeant.
chaplain.
Oh, chaplain.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah, chaplain, yeah.
Chaplain. So the chaplain's down to 2 wounds, and then the other 4, was it?
Yep.
I will take the chaplain down to 1. So they're both on 1.
Yeah, nice, nice. Next up, Vindicator's going to have his little shot over here. I think I can get sort of 4's the best I'm going to get. So,
all right.
I don't know. That's about 5 there actually.
Let's see where we land.
So,
1 inch.
1 inch. So
Directly backwards towards yourself. So I reckon it's going to be 4 still. Isn't it?
I reckon that's 5 still.
Oh, I reckon.
'Cause of-
You're right. Yeah, let's clip in that dude there. 5.
I don't know, mate. It's right on the edge, and I got a wavy hand, so make it 4.
wave-
Make
wa-
it 4. We'll make it 4.
Oh, Reece being too kind. So it's going to be 2s to straight up kill.
Yes, sir.
It's 4 dead. Still picking on that squad. There's the last cannons in here. I think they can kill 5. Oh no, yeah, up to 5 with him. They only got 5 shots anyway.
Well, it's 7 line, isn't it? So I don't know. It'd probably be 4 anyway. But yeah, so black one's twin linked.
So 3 hits and 2s to kill.
And then my standard.
And 2 more die. So that will be them on a leadership.
So the Kratos, he's going to pump his load, if you like, into the autocannons.
I'm going to return fire, but you first.
Okay.
So
So
autocannons.
autocannons hitting on 2s. They both hit.
Wounded on 2s.
2s and 6s. 2 Wrens.
Okay, we're in the cover there. It's 2 dead. Didn't help.
The battle cannon.
Battle cannon, 2 shots.
Twin link now.
Hits anyway.
Yeah, because I'm on banana. And 2s to wound. That's
Another
it.
1. Saved.
That touched me.
And then 4 las cannons. You can take
3s.
credit for it.
Oh.
2 more.
Oh. 2s. Oh, there's always a 1 on my wounds.
There's another dead, so 4 die in total.
Always a 1 on my wounds.
They are dead, but they do all fire back. Hitting on 3s, 14 shots. And we've missed a few. And now we're looking for 6s to rend, which there are 2 off. And then we need 5s and 6s to glance, which we take 2 hit points off it.
Oosh.
Onto the assault phase, Reece.
Yes, the assault phase.
You're going to attempt to help your closest ramp by taking these vets and the Forge Lord or Iron Father, whatever he is. Your 7 inch required.
Yes, big 7. Come on.
It's
8
an 8.
will do it.
8
It's
will
not
do it.
good enough.
The vet squad's going to charge the Terminators. Just a 3 or more. Yeah, that's enough.
So the old Volkite hand squad is going into the despoilers with the East terrorist, because I'm sick of all these HQs everywhere.
They make it because you are really close. I am going to overwatch and try and take one down before they go in. So I'll just quickly do my leadership test for these terrorists and then do the rest off camera, which he passes. It was a great overwatch. We got 8 wounds with the bolt pistols and 8 wounds with the void darts. So bolt pistols first, I believe.
Yep. 1,
Oh,
2
2
more
Terminators die on the way in.
Like with heresy.
And then
Roman bolt pistols, mate.
and then 8
8.
the
These got
void
deflag,
darts.
yeah?
Yeah, deflag. Which just 1.
Yeah, smoke.
So 1 free up. Or 1 more. That's fine. Initiative step. It'll be 6 on this with the reach on the 4 staff. He's going to attempt to force it up, so he'll go instant death on these boys, which he does just on the leadership 9. He's got 4 attacks. These are normal Terminators, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to be hitting on 3s, 2, and then 2s to wound, and it is 2 ups, but each one's an instant death. It does nothing. So on to initiative step 4, which Reece will have 20 attacks. And he's going to be hitting on 4s. So it seems the dice gods have betrayed you there, Reece. 5 hits out of those 20. You are going to be wounded on 5s, but with shred. So that's 2 dead. 2 Marines dead, and I get to strike back. So we've got 14 attacks with chainswords going into him. They're all underneath that wing somewhere. We're hitting on 4s. And then we're going to be wounded on 4s with shred. So we got a few hits, 5 wounds so far. All 8 wounds.
So the 8 wounds caused during the chainsword massacre.
All drops.
Fantastic.
1.5. We've got 3 power axes in there, so that's 6 attacks, hitting on 4s for 4 hits, and wounded on 3s. So 3 invols there, Reece. So drop another 2 wounds. So we've got 2 guys left, and 2 power fists, 1 hit, 1 wound, which will go on the 1 and 1 wound. He's fine. The Terminators lost that combat. They are inexorable, so their leadership 8. And they are fine, they will wrap them up. We're moving on to this Dreadnought. Reece forgot to roll him, but he's so close, he's not going to fail. So he is in. He rolled a 10 anyway, he's doing it sneakily. Are you going all crack grenades initiative 1 again?
Oh yeah, initiative 1's the one.
So I've got 3 attacks. I'm going to hit, or who do I hit? I'm going to hit the vets. Hitting on 4s for 2, and 2s to squish. 2 vets are squished. So
2 less crack grenades.
Yeah, so it'll be 1 crack grenade.
On a 5. Nope.
No. 2, 4, 6 power axe attacks. Yeah, that's right. 3 hits, sorry. And then 6 to wound.
Hey.
Oh, 1. 5 up. No, he's down to 4. And then you got 3 attacks from the Solarite Gauntlet charging in. And he's going to be hitting on 4s. And then 2s to wound. And 5s. Oh, he loses another. He's down to 3. So yeah, I lost combat, but the Dreadnought's holding him up. And we're going to go straight onto this combat as we're on the note of Dreadnoughts. I've got 3 attacks hitting on 4s. No. What turn is it? It's turn 4, isn't it? So I'm not quite minus yet. So your 3 attacks hitting on 4s. 1 wounded on a 2. And then if I fail 1, I die. Yep, you finally slay them all. Sheridan's going to strike first. He's got precision strike 6 up, so let's see if that comes into effect, which it does. I don't think he's in range of the Iron Father, but there is a power fist lying down there, so he's going to get the precision strike. There's 2 other hits. So the precision strike on him, 4 up, so he just loses a wound. And then, there's 2 murder strikes and 2 other vets, so 2 vets go down. Initial step 4, the Shattered Legion stepped up with 20 chainsword attacks hitting on 4s. So because I'm already tied up in combat, it doesn't count as a fresh round, so it'll be wounded on 4s. Some partial won't come into effect. And then we're getting shred on these. So it's going to work out quite nicely, I think. And it does.
I'll take that.
How many is that, Reece?
That's 8. 10.
10 wounds. So all going to be 2 up saves. And obviously my Cthonian Tabars will strike back if they die. Which they both will die, because that takes 3 wounds. And then they will attack back, hitting the vet squad. In fact, no, I'll do 1 against the vet squad and 1 against the tactical squad. Split them up, that sounds nice. So against the vet squad, misses against the tactical squad, 1 hit, 1 dead. No, feel no pain, 6 up for Heart of the Legion. No.
You were correct.
So 2 power axes, a total of 4 attacks. We're hitting on 4s.
4s for the minute. Last turn.
Yeah. If you kill some of these last dudes, it's going to be
3s.
Yep.
2.
2. Now I'm going to use Sheridan's rule where he can re-roll his invols. So he's going to be 4 up, re-roll him. So he saves those. And then you got 4 from the power fist there.
4s.
Yeah, 2.
2s.
And 1. And I'm going to do the same again. And it doesn't instant death him because he's got battle hardened, but he saves it anyway. And then the Solarite Gauntlet hits. He's not got that many attacks. He's got.
Yeah, sorry, he's got 3.
3.
2. No, 2.
No, he's a sergeant.
Oh, yeah.
So I have
yeah,
2
yeah.
plus 1.
So he'll be on 5. No,
5s.
yeah, 5s. Yeah,
so he misses with everything. And then I have got 2 Power Fists going into the Tacticals. And that finishes those tactical squads off. And then 2 Fists going into the Vets, which both miss. And then you've got your Iron Father, which will have 4 attacks, 5 on the charge, with being a Praetor. So
5 attacks with a Thunderhammer.
Going in, hitting on
3s.
3s, yeah, weapons got 6. Did you mastercraft it?
I have no idea. I can't bother to look. We'll just do the 4.
Okay, so we're wounded on 2s. For 2. The Sheridan can still use his rule, so it's brutal 2, so he's got to do it 2 at a time and re-roll. So he's down to 2 wounds, and see if he can be risky on the last one. He's not going to die. He's down to 1 wound. Now you got 2 free attacks with the array.
The Machinator array. So it's strength 5. I assume it's just
yeah,
his
so it's
weapon
hitting on 3s.
3s.
And wounded on 3s.
And it is shred down.
Ooh, lucky.
Not that
For
many.
1. I'm not going to
82.
take it on a Sheridan, I'm just going to take it on a normal guy. So in the end, with the Vexillers and all that, Reece loses by 1. Leadership 9 off the Praetor. He's fine. On to the last combat, we got 8 attacks with chainsaws, striking initiative 4. Potentially wiping these out, hitting on 3s. Not too shabby. First round of combat, so it will be 5s, but it's shred. So 1 wound.
5s. Shred.
It's 3 in total. And 2 ups. They are fine. So they will get to strike, but Reece, you might as well keep going. You've got 8 attacks from the power axes. Yep. He's going to be 3s and 4s. 4s to wound. Straight onto inballs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Ooh, so I'll take the sergeant. Can he survive a power fist, which will be 4 attacks again?
3s. 2. It'll still be
Well, actually, it should have all been 4s because the majority weapon skill is 5. But so just take one of those out because I think one of those was a 3.
Yeah.
But we'll keep the rest as it is. That's my bad. And it will choose to wound. 2 inballs to make. Oh, he survives. So we have got 3 attacks from the sergeant, hitting on 5s with the hatred. Just a 1, which kills a vet, and then 3 attacks with hatred from the chaplain. And then he kills 2 more, so I cause a total of 6 wounds. You cause 1. The Vexilla will be in there, won't he? So you need to roll 3 or less. Lose by 5. He makes it. Just going back, way back to the shooting phase, these should have taken a morale. They're fine anyway.
So, end of turn 3. 4, sorry. Imperial Fists. Yeah, I mean, went about as well as it was going to, I think.
The deep strike was disappointing.
No, I kind of expected that. You can't deep strike in the middle of a thing and not lose stuff to all the shooting and then...
Yeah, I suppose you're expecting a couple of more pinned units.
Yeah, but well, you don't expect it, do you? But it would have been nice.
Yeah. So it's all a bit of just a fight over these 2 points now. Because we're both contesting that, Well, I suppose I'm scoring that one over there at the moment, but I've just got to push these Terminators away. So we're going to go on to Sons of Horus turn 4.
Ah.
Quick rally for the plasma squad. Yep, they're back. End of turn for Sons of Horus movement. The plasma have rallied, they're not pinned or anything, he's just fell over for the sake of it. We've moved these forward 7 inches to come support this Contemptor. The Typhon's moved. We've got another Danger Close template over on that Dreadnought. I've ran the tacticals around here to try and block off this. And then everything else has stayed still. So we're going to go on to some shooting.
Shooting.
Starting off, I'm going to shoot the Kratos with the las cannons, obviously side armour, but 6-up saves again. We know Reece likes to make those. So we've got 3 hits, 1 pen, sunder, and 1 glance.
Glance.
So it is a wreck. Does it blow up? Potentially. No. Before I shoot the autocannons,
Sneaky.
I don't think I took a leadership test from the fire they took last turn,
Cheating.
which they passed. And then now they're going to shoot at the Land Raider. Yeah, you think? So we've got 6 shots hitting on 3s. All hit. 6s. And we're just going to wreck that Land Raider. Finally.
Bosh.
The Kratos is going to shoot into the Vindicator. Obviously only the left-hand stuff can see it. Starting with the autocannons, both hit. Doesn't hurt it, but the Melter is now twin linked. And it's 5 up to glance it. 1 glance. So I believe you're slightly behind a rock, so you'll be getting a 6 up. No, that's the last hull point gone.
Boom! Go on.
The Typhon is going to shoot the back of this Contemptor. And yeah, we're going to see what happens essentially. We really want to hit, and we do. So we want a 4-up, which we don't, it's a 1, but we have got 2 las cannons to go into it, which is going to be a hit. It's going to be a wound, and a 5-up to save it.
5-up, mate, it's fine. No, it's
Oh.
not. So that was my 6 as well. This will be
Yeah.
a 1 now.
Oh!
Oh, yes, love it.
This Land Raider, the only thing that can see the Contemptor is the left-hand sponson. It's going to shoot his Gravis las cannon. Hits once. Wounds once.
No, one of 6s.
No.
Oh.
How far does it blow?
Oh, do you want to roll that? It's your honour.
I want 1. Oh no, still.
Yes! Got all excited for nothing.
So from this explosion, we'll get in the Flag Bearer on a 2-up. No. The 3 vets on 2s. So 2 3-ups. They're fine. There's 2 vets that you can't see, but they are in range under that wing. They both take wounds. One of them dies. And then that's me. So you got a wound on the Contemptor to make. Who fine, and then 1 despoiler who is fine. 1 charge to make in the assault phase. There's a spoiler squad going into here. We're in, but we'll see how much far we can rock round. So I suppose it'd be a disordered charge, charging both of those for 7. Starting off with this combat then, initial step 4, we're going to go with this 1 vet striking the despoilers. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Oi.
And then all deaths fresh for those, so it's going to be 5s, isn't it?
Hey.
That will do it. They're all saved. Only the spoilers in range of these vets are these 3, so it's going to be 9 attacks hitting on 5s for 3. And then we're looking for 4s with Shred, which is 2 wounds there, Reece. 3-ups. He takes a wound.
Right in his face.
Striking at initiative 4 into the command squad. It's going to be 21 attacks hitting on 5s. Massive 4 hits, wounding on 4s with Shred. So he's got 3 2-ups to make.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, they bring him down.
I knew that was bad. Curse it. Curse it.
Last of the initiative step 4 is the Contemptor. 3 attacks hitting on 4s. 1. and it will kill the guy that's on 1 wound.
So, with my initiative 1, I'm going to hit back with the 2 axes, 6 attacks, hitting on 4s, and that is thrilling. Wounding on a 6. No, nothing. So, yes.
So you lost by 2, so you're going to be leadership 6.
6.
And they're fine, they're going to stay there. Onto this combat, all initiative step 1. Reece, would you like to swing first?
Well, I can, yeah.
3 power axes and 3 power fists. So the axes, 2 hits, 3 to wound, in the box, 1 4-up. He is dead, so we don't need to swing the other one. Can he take him down with him? No hatred, so hitting on 4s. 2s to kill. Mutual destruction. Into this combat, assured initiative 5, hitting on 3s. 1 precision strike, which is going to put on the Iron Father, which just a single wound, which will be a 3-up invul. And the other 4 are going to be 2 feel no pains, I believe, because you got that rule with the iron hands, haven't you?
I'll check majority now.
So you got 1 3-up on the Iron Father, and then a 5-up feel no pain. Nope, so he takes a wound, and then you got 2 feel no pains on normal. Nope. Initiative step 4 is just going to be Reece. 9 attacks with chain swords, hitting on 5 still. 4, sorry. And then you're going to be wounding on 4s, re-rolling with shred. 2 wounds so far. 3 in total. 2s. All fine. And then power weapons. So we're just going with the 6 power axe attacks first.
4, isn't it?
Yeah. And then 3s to wound. Or 1 wound. I'm going to try and keep Sheridan alive with a re-rollable invul. He is alive, still on 1 wound. And then we've got a fist, which is going to be 3 attacks on the sergeant, hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 2s. Or how much can I push my luck? I'm going to have to do 1 at a time because he's only got 1 wound left. That's fine. Re-roll on that one. Oh, he goes down. So I'm just going to chuck my 4 attacks from my command squad in. 3 hits. 3 dead. Yeah. Unless you choose to tank him on your Iron Father.
No, 3 dead's fine.
Okay, and then he gets 4 attacks hitting on 3s. And it's going to kill on 2. So that guy is dead. And then we've got the Machinator Array.
Hey.
2 hits, 3s to wound, and he kills him.
Bosh.
You want a combat, Reece?
Thanks, mate.
Last combat of the turn, Esoteric's going to power up. He does. So he's got 3 attacks. Oh no, 4 because he's a melee weapon. Hitting on 3s, and then 2s to wound. 2 2-ups, Reece. Oh, the 1-on-1 wound is dead. And then you've got 4 attacks with the guy next to the Esoterist, hitting on 4s, majority of weapon skill. And then wounding on 4s.
Shred.
With shred. Which
that's a rend.
That's a rend. I'm just going to take 3 feel no pains for Heart of the Legion. So 2 guys are dead. We're going to do this a little bit out of order. If he survives, then we'll do initiative 4. We're going to skip to initiative 1 just in case it kills him anyway, as he's last to be there and he's already attacked. So 2 power axes are in range. Hits once, wounds once. He's down to 1 wound. Power fist misses. We're going to have to roll some more dice. 12 attacks with chain swords, hitting on 4s. Ooh. And 4s to wound with shred. 3 2-ups, sorry, Reece. Here we get him. With chainswords. Sons of Horus, turn 4 wrap up. I think it's safe to say we are in control. Reece hasn't got a lot left, but he has killed a showdown, but the way the rules work, it was only for blood and honour to score the victory points, so he doesn't actually get points for that. But he's now holding a door, he's contesting another one, so he's got work to do. On to Imperial Fists, turn 5. Shattered Legion, turn 5 movement. So
the Fists have perished trying to get on their own ship, and the Iron Irons and Raven Guard are just thinking, let's just see if we can have it.
yeah, why are we here?
Yeah.
So the 3-man squad's gone to
they've moved
claim
up.
that because they're all scoring,
They are.
and the Iron Father
Has come this way
and he's
to
going to come
lend
help.
his hands to this despoiler squad.
And so I presume that's going to take us straight on to shooting, straight on to assault.
Correct.
Any order charge, I can't do anything about it because I'm all tied up. So we just need to know how far you're going to move, essentially, because you are in a big 11.
Perfect.
So initiative step 4 is going to be the 1 chainsword vet, 4 attacks, hit on 3s, wounding on 4s with shred.
Thank God for that.
Just a
Terrible.
1. It does kill 1. Oh no, I've got to feel no pain because that is an objective there. 6. No, he is dead. Striking back, I got 2 chaps going into the 2-man squad, hitting on 5s. No. And then we got 12 attacks going into the vet squad that just arrived with 2 free hits. And we are looking for 4s with shred. For 1 wound there, Reece. And you're fine. And then the Contemptor is going to hit the 2-man squad.
Oh.
It's using base to base. He's hit 1. He smushed 1. That's it. Initiative step 1. We got 3 power axes, some that have charged, some haven't. It results in 11 attacks, hitting on 3s, all into the despoilers. And then these are going to be putting me on to my Feel No Pains of Heart of the Legion on 3s, which are 5.
Yep.
And we're going to be losing 4. Power Fist into the despoilers again. 4 attacks hitting on 3s and wounding on, well, killing on 2s. There's no saves from this. So there's 2 more dead. And then we got 5 attacks from the Praetor hitting on 3s. And then killing on 2s. So that's 3 more dead. Machinator Array, extra attacks, 2 hits, 3s, 1 Feel No Pain, all saved them.
Nice.
Me striking back at initiative 1, the sergeants hitting the 1-man squad on 5s, kills him on a 2, he is dead. And then we've got 6 attacks from power axes hitting on 5s, and just the 1 wound, which you do not have a Feel No Pain because you're not majority.
They don't have Heart of the Legion anymore.
Correction, you do get the 5 at Feel No Pain against that. Didn't help. So you have won by quite a lot. The Dreadnought's obviously fearless, but the boys have got a stubborn 8 to make, which they make. Imperial Fist turn 5 wrap up then, Reece.
Shout out to the Legions, please. Frank.
Sorry, yeah. It's obviously quite quick.
Yeah, well, I mean, combat went reasonably well. What else is there to say? We did one thing. I think it went good though.
Yeah. Well, it's probably your best turn.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Sons of Horus turn 5 then. Potentially the last turn of the game. End of turn 5 movements. These have just walked around here. Not too much I can do. I'll probably chuck a couple of bolt shots into that vet squad. The las cannons can't actually see them. They are hidden well. Controlling this objective. I'm controlling this objective because I've currently got Reece pushed back further enough. It's probably going to change in the next combat when everyone starts piling in again. So we're going to go on to some very quick shooting. Onto the shooting, we've only got one target, which is this squad. So we've got 4 rapid fire bolters, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. For 1 wound, we just want to drop 1 man at least, try and put him on the leadership, which we have done. But to put the hurt in a little bit more, we've got 4 plasma, hitting on 3s, no gets hot, 2 cover saves through all of this, and then 2 normal.
Cover saves.
So 1's down to 1, and then 2.
Normal
He's got a Tisfer arm, hasn't he? So he's all right. Then be straight onto a leadership test for those of 8. A fine on a 7. Onto this combat, we got initiative step 4, which is just going to be me. I've only got 1 chainsword. There's going to be 2 attacks hitting on 5s, wounding on a 4. She does wound 1, and Reece is saved. And then we've got 3 attacks with the Contemptor hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 2s. Oh no! And then initiative step 1, I have got 1 Power Fist that will come around with 2 attacks, no hits. And then 6 attacks from the power axes, which will be hitting on 5s again.
Good roll.
Ooh, yeah, very spicy roll that. And then 3s to wound, so 3 feel no pains that will be, won't it, Reece? There's your majority Raven Guard still.
3 from the pains.
So we dropped a vet and a half. So we've got 2 power axe attacks hitting back with 3 attacks each. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, get out. 3s to wound. Wow, 1.
1 Heart of the Legion. Nope. 1 more guy dies. I'm not going to take the Vexilla because I don't. That +1 might be useful.
Power Fist.
Power Fist, yeah. 3 attacks. 1 hit. Does he kill 1? He does. So another power axe gone, and then the Iron Father. Presume he's going to have to hit the Contemptor being base to base with him there.
Yeah, that's fine.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s. And then strength 8, so wounding on 3s. And it's a brutal 2. Do 5 ups. So he's down to 2 wounds. Machinator Array, 2 attacks extra. No. Combat resolution. The Sons of Horus with the help of the Vexilla of 1 by 1. So it'll be leadership 9. They're fine. End of Sons of Horus turn 5 then. We're currently controlling 2 objectives. We want to keep it like that. So let's see if we go on to a turn 6 on a 4-up. We do. We don't. That is the end of the game. And the end of the campaign. We're taught at the scores and we'll see you at the intro. Thank you very much, Reece.
Thank you, mate.
That marks the end of the campaign. So it is winner take all.
Yeah, we did say.
And it was bloody.
It was a good game.
I know I've got quite a lot left on the table, but if you look where my dead pile is, there's loads of Sons of Horus dead. There's obviously loads of Fists and the Shattered Legion as well. Before we get into the scores, just like to say thank you, Reece, for going through this campaign. It's been really good.
Yeah, no, it's been very
fun.
enjoyable.
It's been, to be honest, you've been kicking my ass throughout all the campaign, so it's probably only fair that I get one game while I do.
I've had no problem this whole game. Just sat there like.
And you didn't want to use your strat to go 1 game further, did you? Because you didn't want to be tabled.
Yeah. So I was
because that's how it was looking.
Save my dignity.
Yeah. So the Sons of Horus scored a whopping. I got attrition and I rolled 2 for that, so I scored 15 points. A big score. Well, it was kind of swingy on the points anyway.
Yeah.
And you scored 1 door, so you scored 4 points. So it was 15 to 4. So the Sons of Horus boarded the aircraft.
Booted the Raven Guard and Iron Hands off the ramp.
Get out. We're having this.
Mine now. Yeah.
It's got going back to get a spray job.
yeah.
So key moments was the challenge.
Yeah.
Just that fluky 6-up really, and you're more miffed because it was a 3-up and that could have been a shield save on anyone else.
yeah.
But obviously it wasn't.
I won't go into that.
The vets, they did not like that Terminator squad, did they?
No. It's hard when you're fighting Terminators with
lack of APT.
armor,
You had a bit, but it's just not en masse, is it?
No, like I was sort of throughout the start of the game a bit like, I don't know, now I understand why no one takes vets. But then when I got into that Despoiler squad at the end, I was
to
like...
be fair, they absolutely ruin like mooks.
Yeah.
But anyone slightly elite, because the Terminators are bumped up really by that chaplain, aren't they? Without that,
the rerolls,
they're not that
massive,
great.
yeah.
But with that chaplain, it becomes a potent unit. And they've also got the Thunder Hammers for all the instant death as well against the vets.
Yeah.
So they do well. The Contemptors, I'm the only one that's got one left, and I only took one. Yours, that Brutes and the 2 Contemptors went on for ages.
That was very much...
I think none of us caught a lucky break, essentially, to kill one of each
Yeah,
other
I'd say
quickly.
that you could probably say that was a mathematical battle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That played out, as boring as it was, that played out exactly how you would predict the dice to play out.
Yeah, definitely. And then your Contemptor, I just, like the fist one, just got shot to death,
I mean,
essentially.
I knew
didn't
that
it?
would happen walking over there, but I didn't really have... I had to do something, which is why I just...
Yeah.
With the Hail Mary, with the Terminators, I just thought... to be honest
I was really
with you...
shocked when I looked round and you put him there.
I thought about it, and you were like, "Are you going to rescue the other side?" And I was thinking, but I don't know that I will, because I've spent a lot of time putting quite a few games. I've put Lightning Claws into other 2+ saves,
And not done so.
and it's just a waste of
bounces.
time.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll land somewhere where I can do something.
Against all those blokes.
Yeah, and that was just and I basically just rolled the dice literally as to whether I would survive all the intercepts and that.
Yeah, because it's not as much. You did well. There was quite a lot killed that could have intercepted even more, and obviously the plasma were running. It's just all those bolter shots. Even like they scored a lot of wounds.
Yeah, it's worse. Like they're saying, anything 2+ save, isn't it? Like,
just keep chucking,
just
making
the
them
more
chuck
dice
dice.
you can make them throw, the more likely.
Yeah.
And I am terrible for that because I can't roll dice without rolling a 1. So at least 1.
Yeah. Right. I think that's a thank you to all the members watching.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. That marks the end of the campaign. We are going to do more in the future. I think we're
Got
looking
one
at.
cancelled in, haven't you?
Sorry.
Got one in the pipeline.
Yeah, so we're speaking to Neil, who's got Demons, and I've got Blood Angels, so we're thinking maybe a Sickness Prime. We've also got like Isfan 3 in the works as well, haven't we?
Yeah, but
Yeah, and even a Prospero one at some point. But I think that one's a little bit off.
yeah, that's a little way off. That is.
So yeah, just thank you from us.
I've had a blast doing this. So we hope you guys have enjoyed watching it all.
Brilliant. And Sons of Horus come away victorious in the campaign.
All that hard work for nothing.
But yeah, appreciate it, man.
I had a great time, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the next campaign, hopefully, soon.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.